I'd like to share with you a technique of neurolinguistic programming with maybe a few distinctions, and it's how to connect with people easily, right? It's a technique that's well known. It's called rapport, R-A-P-P-O-R-T. But anyway, so here's how you can apply it right away. The concept is people communicate in a way that they want you to communicate with them. So the more you can match closely how they express themselves, verbally and non-verbally, the easier it is to connect with them. Now the key here, most books and courses sell this as an influence, as a manipulation technique. Use this idea with a good intention, right? If it's really to connect with people or to influence people, but it's coming from a genuine and a good intention, then you use the technique, it really works. But when you try to use it to manipulate people in a bad way, it doesn't really work. So the first thing is the voice, right? So when you're over the phone, I think the most important thing is the speed at which people talk, right? So when I'm nervous, it's like a verbal diary, right? I speak really, really quickly. But I know that if I'm speaking with somebody who talks a little bit slower, maybe listens to what he's saying, or somebody who creates space in the communication, you know, a lot of pauses, maybe thinking about what you're saying. So I imitate the same thing, right? I might slow down my speed of talking. I might create more pauses in the talk. When you're in person, it's the same thing. Pay attention to the other person, and you don't have to copy what they're doing and breathing at the same rate that they're breathing and blinking. But the big pictures. So for example, I hate being touched by men, right? Some guys, they talk really loud and they touch you and they're in your space. And if you pay attention, I'm always backing up, right? So that's one thing you could imitate. If you want to create a connection with me, give me my space, right? Another example is some people look you in the eyes and some people do not look you in the eyes. And you might be thinking that you always have to look people in the eyes. No, you look at how they react. So, for example, some people are more, it's not as much as what they see, it's more of what they listen, what they hear. So they might not look at you, but they might present to you their ear. Right? If they're really listening to what they're saying, what you're saying. So if you're looking at this and then going like this, so I pay attention to people. If they're not looking at me in the eyes and they're looking away, I do the same thing, right? So the principle is people communicate in a way that they want you to communicate with them. The more closely you match it, the better, without going completely insane and blinking at the same rate that they're blinking. And have a good intention when using this. And over the phone is the speed at which they're talking, and in nonverbal communication you can also imitate the way they're standing and using their body, right? So I hope it helps. Thank you for your time.